say shalom. Do that, bro.
Shalom, Israel. Just a minute up here, Amadium. Matham, present thyself in thine registry.
Matham Shakaya, presenting thyself. Banya Hawada. Banya Sha'ala.
Matham Shakaya. Banya Hawada. Banya Sha'ala.
How about Shimi Haba Shabrakatha?
Yeah, how about Shem Shabrakatha?
You gonna sit down first? You gonna say your shot? You sit down first. Though. You sit down. No, you sit down, and then you say your shot. Let's just sit down.
Your shop.
No, Cap said just go straight to it. So we're gonna go straight to it. So you just let everybody know we start now.
We'll be reading out of 2 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 5 through 11 in the Hebrew and then in the English.
All right, we're in 2 Samuel.
Second Samuel, chapter 1, verse 5.
1 to 5, right?
Yep.
It's like for anybody that want to follow along too, you can download the Blue Letter Bible app, or you can go online and pull it up, and you can actually follow along in the Hebrew with us. All right, so we in 2 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 5. Wayamar Dawada, oh, Hana Ire, Hamagayad, Lawa, Ayaka, Yada'ait, Kaya, Math, Sha'awal, Wayaho, Wayahawanathan, Bunwa. Verse 6. Wayamar, Hana'ar, Hamagayad, Lawa, Nakora'ah, Nakorayafya, Bahar, Hagalabai, Wahana, Sha'awal, Nasha'ain, Al, Hanayafwa, Wahana, Harakab, Waba'alya, Haparashium, Hadabakhawa, verse 7. Wayapun, Akaryawa, Wayara'anwa, Wayakwara'a, Alya, Wa'amar, Hananya, verse 8. Wayamar, Ya, Atha, Wayamar, Alyawa, Imalakya, Anakya, verse 9. Wayamar, Alya, Imad, Na'ar, Alya, Wamathanya, Kaya, Akazanya, Hashabai, Kaya, Kal, Iwad, Napashya, Baya, verse 10. Waya Imad, Alyawa, wa amathah hawa kaya yada aitya kaya la ay yakaya akarya napowa wa akwak hanazar ashar al ra'ashwa wa ataza aida ashar al zaraiwa wa Yabya Al Adanya Hana, verse 11. Waya Kazak Dawada Bagadwa Waya Kora'ain Wagad Kal Ha'anashium Ashar Afwa. That's it.
And in the English, 2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 5. And David said unto the young man and told him, how knowest thou that Saul and Jonathan his son be dead? Verse 6. And the young man that told him said, as I happened by chance upon Mount Gilboa, behold, Saul leaned upon his spear, and lo, the chariots and the horsemen followed hard after him. Verse 7. And when he looked behind him, he saw me and called unto me, and I answered, here I am. Verse 8. And he said unto me, who art thou? And I answered him, I am an Amalekite. Verse 9. He said unto me again, stand, I pray thee upon me, and slay me, for anguish is come upon me, because my life is yet whole in me. Verse 10. So I stood upon him and slew him, because I was sure that he could not live after that he was fallen. And I took the crown that was upon his head and the bracelet that was on his arm, and have brought them hither unto my Lord. Verse 11. Then David took hold on his clothes and rent them, and likewise all the men that were with him.
Let me state it. Amadia. Not desire, present thyself and thine registry.
Not desire to run. But Yahawada. When Yahawada. Yaban. Ya. Ha. Wa. Da. Bun. Yad. Ya. Slagi. Ya. Shar. Allah. Not dissolve the rum. Bun Yahawada. Bun Yashala. There you go. Go to sleep. Yahweh. Bahashim. Yahweh. Barak. Atom.
Yahweh Bahashim. Yahweh Barak. Yeah. Yeah, you should go. That's a shot. Shot. Your shop. We are now going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 12 through 18. First in the Hebrew and then in the English.
Hey, Salak, if I could, too, just to catch everybody up what's going on. You know, Saul had, the Lord that gave King Saul, he gave him the kingdom and whatnot, you feel me? He had a task that he was supposed to go and wipe out the Amalekites. You understand? He did not do it. So the Lord took his kingdom from him. David is, the Lord chose David. King Saul, the spirit came upon him. He'd been trying to kill King David at this point, right? So at this point, he's in war and he's about to die. And you got this young guy, and he's telling David right now, listen, Saul was in the battlefield. He told me to slay him, and this is what I did. You see what I'm saying? So like just that's to bring everybody up abreast of what's going on, and we'll see what happens from that part. All right, so we in 2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 12 in the Hebrew. Wayasapadwa, Wayabakwa, Wayatazamwa, I, Ha'irab, Al, Sha'awal, Wa'al, Yahweh Nun, Yahweh Natha, Yahweh Nathan, Banwa, Wa'al, Ain, Yahweh, Wa'al, Bayah, Yasha'ala, Kiyah, Nepalwa, Bakarab, verse 13. Wayamar, Dawada, Al, Hana'ar, Hamagayad, Lawa, Ayah, Mazah, Atha, Wayamar, Bun, Ayash, Garah, it's like Gar, I'm a Lakia, Anakia, verse 14. Wayamar, Alua, Dawada, Ayaka, La'ah, Yera'ah, Lashalak, Yadka, Lashaka, Lashayak, Yahweh. Verse 15. What's that?
18.
Wayakora'ah, Dawada, La'akad, Makana Ariam, Wayamar, Gash, Pagai, Bawa, Wayakahawa, Wayamar, verse 16. Wayamar, Iowa, Dawada, Damyaka, Al, Ra'ashka, Kayar, Payak, Aina, Bakah, La'amar, Anakia, Mathathia, Mashayak, Yahweh, verse 17. Wayakwanan, Dawada, Akoyana, Haza'ah, Al, Sha'awal, Wa'al, Yahweh Nath, Yahweh Nathan, Bunwa, verse 18. Wayamar, Nalamad, Bunya, Yahweh Da, Washah, Hana, Kathawabah, Al, Sapar, Hayashar. Verse 18, right?
Count on one come.
And that's it.
And now we be reading in the English. 2 Samuel's first chapter, verse 12 through 18 in the English.
Verse 12. And then 2 Samuel,
Chapter 1,
verse 1,
verse 12.
verse 12. And verse 12. And they that mourned thee and wept and fasted until even for the Saul and for the Jonathan his sons, for thee and the people of the Lord, and for the house of the Israel, because they were fallen by the sword. Verse 12. Verse 18. And David said unto the young man that hold them that went art thou? And he shall answer
And he answered,
and he answered, the son of the strangers of the Amalekite.
Amalekite. There you go.
Verse 4.
14.
Verse 14. And David said unto him, how was thou not afraid to stretch forth of thine hand to destroy the Lord's anointed?
Hey, if I could, real quick. So David is like, man, where homeboy at? Remember, he just came up and said that he actually slaughtered, he actually killed Saul on the battlefield because Saul asked him to. So David like, where he at? He like, how can you feel so confident raising your hand to one of the Lord's anointed? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is how David's thinking. And this is how we are in here. You see what I'm saying? Like, we are the Lord's anointed in here. So how could a person feel comfortable raising their hand to one of the Lord's anointed? Like, we got to remember that. That's why people that come up against the school, people that come up against us at camp, and things of that nature, listen, if you follow them, good things don't happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And this is like, we're gonna find out what David has to say about this brother that actually took it upon himself to lay hands on God's anointed. Keep going.
2 Samuel, verse 15. And David called one of the young men and said, Go near thee and shall upon him
Fall upon him.
and fall upon
Keep your
him
finger on it.
in the bear. Yeah.
Kind of a concept. Real quick, they say David called one of the young men and said, "Go near and fall upon him." Like, you got to go through certain training to understand that lingo. You see what I'm saying? But when you say fall upon him, that means go get him. Go get him. Put your hands on him. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is David giving the order that this brother is going to pay for what he did, for putting his hands on the Lord's anointed. Go ahead.
Smote him that he died.
He smote him and he died. He lost his life because he put his hand on one of God's anointed. You see what I'm saying? And this is what happens. You know, it's people that's been coming that came up against the camp. You know, like the Lord will avenge his people. You know, that picture that's on the wall, that's called the Kentucky 8. You know, people came up against our camp down in Kentucky. You feel me? The following year, they had this massive, like, tornado down there. Damn, they wiped out the whole entire Kentucky. Come on, we ain't had to lift a finger. The Lord did it himself. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happens when you touch the Lord's anointed. You know, this brother just thought that, you know, he thought that he was going, you know, David was going to big him up like, you know, Saul trying to kill you. Man, I went, you know, I put him to death. And David like, nah, man, he like, you touch the Lord's anointed. Matter of fact, man, go over there. He gave brother, man, go over there and kill him, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happened. Right. Go ahead.
16. And David said unto him, thy blood be upon thy head.
It showed that he was a just man.
Even
though he was, coming up against him, he was still just in his wrongful death. Yes. That's a level of brotherly, you understand. Somebody trying to kill you, and somebody worked to do for you, and that's still out of order in your mind. That's how dedicated he was to the truth.
This is brotherhood right here. This is like
to a man that wants to kill you.
This is brother level. Well, this is brotherhood on another level. You feel me? Like, we can't even fathom that type of brotherhood. Most of, like, in the world, if that would have happened, they'd have threw a party for that brother. Right. You see what I'm saying? Gave him all types of riches and money and stuff like that. He lost his life because of this, you know? And that's the brotherhood we have in here. Keep going.
Verse 16, thy blood be upon thy head, for thy mouth hath testified against thee, saying, I have slain the Lord's anointed. verse 17. And David lamented that with this lamented over Saul and over the Jonathan, his son. Verse 18. And also the bed which shall the children of the Judai, the use of the bow, the use of the bow, behold, is the headed written in the book of the Jisal.
Amadium. Matham, present thyself and thine registry.
Matham Shakaya Banya Hawala Banya Sha'al.
Matham
Shakaya, Banya Hawala, Banya Sha'al.
How about Shimei Shabrakatha?
Yahweh Shem Yahshabrak. Matham is Yeshab.
It's like the word there. Yeshab, so you remember.
We're going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 19 through 25 in the Hebrew.
2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 19. Atazabia, Yasha'ala, Al, from Awathika, Kalo, Ayaka, Nepalwa, double Warrior, verse 20. Al, Dagayadwa, Bagath, Al, the Basharwa, Bakwataza, I should call one. Pun. That's your makna. Banawa. Falashafium. Pun. The owl. The owl's enough. Banawa. Ha'arolium. Verse 21. Hariyah. Bagolbai. All. Tala. Wa'ol. Matar. Al Yakum. Washadya. Wama. Kaya. Shum. Nigga Al. Magun. The Bawarium. Magun. Sha'awal. Balya. Mashayak. Bashamun. Verse 22. Madam. Halalium. Makalab. The Bawarium. Basha. Yahweh Nathan. La'ah. Nashawab. Akawar. Wakarab. Sha'awal. La'ah. Nashawab. Ra'akwam. Verse 23. Sha'awal. Yahweh Nathan. Hana Ahabyam. Wahana Ayam. Wahanayamam. Bakayaya hum. Wabum wathum. La'a. Naparadwa. Panasharium. Walawa. Ma'ariyawa. Gabarwa. Verse 24. Manawa Yasha'ala al Sha'awal Bakayana Hamalabashkum Sunya Ain Aidunyum Hama'ila Idea Zahab al Labawashakun. Verse 25. Ayak, Napolwa, Gabarium, Bathawak, Hamalakma, Yahawanathan, Al, Bamawakyaka, Kalal. Verse 25, that's it, right?
2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 19 in the English. The beauty of Israel is slain upon thy high places. How are the mighty fallen? Verse 20. Tell it not in Gath, publish it not in the streets of Ashkelon, lest the daughters of the Philistines rejoice, lest the daughters of the uncircumcised triumph. Verse 21. Ye mountains of Gilboa, let there be no dew, neither let there be rain upon you, nor fields of offerings. For there the mighty shield of the Salakia. For there the shield of the mighty is vilely cast away. The shield of Saul, as though he had not been anointed with oil. Verse 22. From the blood of the slain, from the fat of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan turned not back, and the sword of Saul returned not empty. Verse 23. Saul and Jonathan were lovely and pleasant in their lives, and in their death they were not divided. They were swifter than the eagles. They were stronger than lions. Verse 24. Ye daughters of Israel, weep over Saul, who clothed you in scarlet, with other delights, who put on ornaments of gold upon your apparel. Verse 25. How are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle? O Jonathan, thou wast slain in thine high places.
It's like, and if I could too, like David, he took the time out to write, brotherly things about Saul and Jonathan. You see what I'm saying? He didn't take this opportunity to knock him. He didn't take this opportunity to kind of like, grit on him and whatnot. You feel me? But this is what we do here in the UPK. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you don't knock, we don't have to, stomp our brother in the dirt. You see what I'm saying? Although other people do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is the brotherhood that we should have. You feel me? Right. Like Saul was trying to kill David. And even in his death, David had nothing but good things to say about it. Right. You see what I'm saying? This spirit of right here. Like, so when you hear other camps, other so-called camps, fake camps and stuff like that, and they saying certain things about certain people, realize that's not the spirit of the Most High, man. Right. We're reading it right here.
Okay.
Right.
Amadia.
You go.
Sapariat, Captain Sapariat, present thyself in thy registry.
Sapariat, Bayahawada, Bayasha'ala.
Sapariat, Bayahawada, Bayasha'ala.
How about Shemya Shabbat?
How about Shemya Shabbat?
Yashab. We'll be reading out of Second Samuel's chapter 1, verse 26 through 27, and then Second Samuel's chapter 2, verse 1 through 5, and the Hebrew first, and then the English.
One and 26.
Come on.
Second Samuel chapter 1, verse 26 in the Hebrew. Tazar, Laya, Eliyak, Achia, Yahweh Nathan, Naimath, Loya, Ma'ad, God damn, what's that? Pula Atha, Ahapafka, Laya, Bath, Nashayam, 27. That's a cup.
Yeah, I just know.
Ayaka, Napalua, Gabawarium, Waya Abadwa, Kolya, Malachama. Second Samuel chapter 2, verse 1. Waya Haya, Acharya, Khan, Waya Sha'ala, Dawad, Dawada, Waya Hawa, Amar, Ha'ila, Kath, Arya, Yahawada, Waya Amar, Yahweh, Aliyawa, Ayla, Waya Amar, Dawada, Ana, Ayla, Waya Amar, Khabarna, Waya Al, Sham, Dawada, Wagam, Shathya, Nashayawa, Akhayanain, Akhayanain, Akhana Yain, the one. Hayazarai, Hayazar, Hayazara, Hayazar, Hayazarai, Layath, Waba Yag, y'all, Ashaf, Nabal, Hakaramalia, 3. Anashia, Anashiawa, Ashar, Aimawa, Aila, Dawada, Ayash, Wayathwa, Wayabashwa, Arya, Kabarwan, 4. Wayabawa, Anashia, Yahawada. Mashachwa. Sham Af. Dawada. Lamalak. Al. Bayaf. Yahawada. Gadwa. Dawada. Lamar. Anashia. Yabayash. Galaid. Ashar. Obarwa. Ath. Sha'awal. 5. Shalak. Dawada. Malaakiam. Al. Anashia. Shabayash. Galaid. Wayamar. Alahayam. Alahaya. Alayaham. Barakiam. Atham. La Yahawa. Ashar. Aisha Thum. Hachasad. Hazah. Aim. Adanyakam. Aim. Sha'awal. The Kabarwa. Athwa. That's it. That's 5.
Okay.
In the English, 1 Samuel. What was that?
Chapter
26.
26. 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 26. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan, very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of a woman. I'm gonna break that down. 26. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of a woman. Anybody want to? I'll break that down. Christian going to read this and say, see? Because they're homosexuals.
Yeah. It's like, so if I could, like Kat was just saying, like, a homosexual will see this and be like, listen, they shared some kind of ungodly love between each other that surpassed the woman. You see what I'm saying? That's not what this is saying. This is speaking of the brotherhood that David and Jonathan had between each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, here in the UPK, we have a brotherhood, right amongst each other, because we actually go in the corners and we stand with each other. You feel me? Like, we got to protect each other. And, you know, at the end of the day, when all else fails, I got to go to my brother. You feel me? I got to rely on my brother before I rely on my woman. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You feel me? And this is the brotherhood that they had. And this is the brotherhood that you see here in the UPK. That's not saying that we don't love our women. That's not saying none of that. But what it's saying is, come hella high waters, you feel me? I'm going to lean on my brother. That's what that's saying. That's what David, that's the love that David had for Jonathan.
And it's also speaking that it's nothing that can come between that brotherhood. You understand? Even down to a woman ain't gonna break that bond. You understand? Because that bond is everlasting. You understand?
Right. And if I could add, a Christian, thinks brotherly love is sexual. Brotherly love is not sexual, dum. That's what I'm saying. That's how the Christian church is off, yo. This love is not talking about how you love a woman. You understand? It's talking about brotherly love, reliance, loyalty, brotherhood, and all those things that coincide with brotherhood. You understand?
Oh God.
So passing the love of a woman, meaning what? It's held to high regard. You understand?
Oh God.
All right, read on. 27. How are the mighty fallen, and the weapons of war perished? 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 1. And it came to pass after this that David inquired of the Most High, saying, shall I go up into any of the cities of Judah? And the Most High said unto him, go up. And David said, whither shall I go up? And he said, unto Hebron. Verse 2. So David went up thither, and his 2 wives also, Ahinoam, how you pronounce that shit? Slide. Ahinoam, the Jezreelite, Jezreelites, Abigail, Nabal's wife, the Carmelites. 3. And his men that were both and his men that were with him did David bring up, every man with his household, and they dwelt in the cities of Hebron. 4. And the men of Judah came, and there they anointed David king over the house of Judah, and they told David, saying that the men of Gilead where they that buried Saul. 5. And David sent messages unto the men of Jabesh Gilead, and said unto them, blessed be of the Most High, that ye have showed this kindness unto your Lord, even unto Saul, and have buried him.
Just a minute up here. Amadium. Madam, present thyself in thy registry. Isupk. Now we are going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6 through 12. First in the Hebrew and then in the English.
2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. Wa'itha, Ya'ish, Yahweh, Amakum, Kasad, Wayamad, Wagum, Anakia, Aisha, Athkam, Hatawaba, Haza'ath, Ashar, Aisha Yathum, Hadabar, Hazah. Verse 7. Verse 7. Wa'itha, the Kazakna, Yad Yakum, Wahayawa, the Bunya, Kaya, Ma, Adan Yakum, Sha'awar, Wagum, Athia, Mashakwa, Bayah, Yahawada, Lamalak, Al Yahum. Verse 8. Wayaban, Nara, Shar, Hazaba'ah, Ashar, Lasha Awal, Lach'ah, Ayash, Bashar, Bon, Verse 9. Wayamalak Hawa, Al, Hagala'ai, Wa'ol, Ha'ashawarya, Wa'ol, Yazara'al, Yazara'al, Wa'al, Aparium, Wa'al, Bunyamin, Wa'al, Yasha'ala, Kala, verse 10. Bun, Arabayim, Shana, Ayash, Bashad, Bun, Sha'wal, Malakwa, Al, Yasha'ala, Bashatyam, Shanayam, Malak, Ak, Bayah, Yahweh, Hayawa, Akarya, Dawada, verse 11. Where I'm going to?
You're going to the verse 12.
Yahaya, Masapar, Hayamyam, Ashar, Haya, Dawada, Malak, Bakabarwan, Al, Bayah, Yahweh, Shabai, Shanayam, Washashah, Badashiam, verse 12. Yataza'a, Abanar, Bun, Nara, Wa Ibadya, Bayash, Bashad, Bun, Sha'awal, Amakanyam, Gaba Iwan, Gaba Iwana. And that's it.
Second Samuel chapter 2, verse 6 in the English. Verse 6. And now the Lord shew kindness and truth unto you, and I also will requite you this kindness, because ye have done this thing. Verse 7. Therefore, now let your hands be strengthened, and be ye valiant. For your master Saul is dead, and also the house of Judah have anointed me king over them. Verse 8. But Abner, the son of Ner, captain of Saul's host, took Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, and brought him over to Mahanaim. Verse 9. And made him king over Gilead, and over the Asherites, and over Jezreel, and over Ephraim, and over Benjamin, and over all Israel. Verse 10. And Ishbosheth, Saul's son, was 40 years old when he began to reign over Israel, and reigned 2 years, but the house of Judah followed David. Verse 11. And the time that David was king in Hebron over the house of Judah was 7 years and 6 months. Verse 12. And Abner's son of Ner, and the servants of Ishbosheth, and the son of Saul went out from Mahanaim to Gibeon.
Amadium. Not to Zub. Present thyself in thy registry.
Bun, Yahweh, Bun, Shar, Allah. Not to Zab, Bun Yahweh, Bun Yashala. Yahweh, Bun Hashem, Yahweh, Barak, Adam.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Barakatah.
Yeshab. We're going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 13 through 19. First in the Hebrew.
2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 13. Bun, Tazar, Wayah, wa ibadia dawada yataza awa wa ya pagashwam al baraka kaba iwan yakadwa wa yashabwa Allah al habaraka mazah wa Allah al habaraka mazah. Verse 14. Wa yamar ibanar al yawa'ab wakwawam yakwawamwa na'a hana'arium wayashakwakwa lapunya 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 lapunyanwa wayamar yawa'ab yakwamwa. Verse 15. Wayakwamwa waya ibarwa wamasapar shanyum aishar the bunyaman wala ayash bashak bun sha'awal washanyum aishar ma ibadia dawada. Verse 16. Wayakazakwa ayash ra'ash ra'ahawa wakarabwa batazad ra'ahawa wayapolwa yakadwa wayakwara'a namakwam hahawa'a kalakwa hatazarayim ashar bugabai one. Verse 17. Watahaya hamalaka kwasha I ma'ad wayawam hahawa'a wayanaga abanar wa anashia yasha'ala lapunya ibadia dawada. Verse 18. Wayahayawa sham shalasha bunya tazariya yawa'ab wa abayashia wa aisha asha sorry wa aisha all wa aisha all Paul Baragalya Ka'akad Hatazabium Bashar Bashada. Where I stop at?
Stop at verse 19.
Verse 19. Can't what? Verse 19. Well, you read up. Aisha all Akaria Abanar Wala Nata Lalaka Al Hayamyan wa Al Hasham Awal Ma'akaria Abanar. That's it.
Now we'll be reading in the English.
2 Samuel 2 and 1. 2 and 13, right?
2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 3 through 19.
13 through 19. So you can start.
Sorry.
There.
Okay. 2 Samuel, verse 19,
Chapter 2.
verse 19. First
Chapter 2.
14,
Chapter 2.
chapter 2,
Verse 13.
13. And Zoab the son of Zechariah,
Zeruah.
and the servants of David went out and met the together by the pool of the Gideons, and they shall set down one of the
The one on one side.
one side of the pool and the other side of the other side of the pool.
Mhm.
Verse 14. And Abner said to the Joab, let the young men now rise and play before us. And the Joab said, let them arise. Verse 15. Thou shalt arose the went over
But
number 12 and
of the
Benjamin and the performed the Irishman,
which pertain
which pertain to the Irishman, Ishbosheth, the son of the Saul, and the 12 of the servants of the David. Verse 14, verse 16.
There you go.
Then they shall arose at the once his fellows by the head, and the thrust his head through the fellow's side.
So
Thus they shall down
so
together.
they fell down together.
They fell down together, and wherever they place the so-called helicon, and Rim, as said in the Gideon. Verse 17. First,
And there was
the soul of the day that the Abner should beaten the head of the Israel and before the servants of David. Verse 18. Thou shalt
and there were
the
three
three
sons.
sons of the
Zeruah.
Zechariah, and the Joab, and the Abnishah, and the Asherah, and the Asherah, and was the
Was
light
this
of the foot,
as a
foot
wild road.
as was Rail road.
Uh-huh.
Verse 19. Thus Eshua should pursue the Abner after
And
Abner, and the going on till the going on turn the
he
not-
turned not
turn not the
to the right,
right hand nor
to the left.
the left.
I'm following Abner.
Abner
I'm following
rose.
Abner. That's it.
Amadia. Madam, present thyself in thy registry.
Don't you call your bunny Howard a bunny Yashapa?
Madam Shikaria, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Thumb.
Yahweh
Hashem Yasharak Thug. Yashab. We're going to be reading 2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 20 through 26 in the Hebrew first and then in the English.
2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 20. where your pun, Abanar, Akaryawa, where your mar, Ha'atha, Zaha, Aisha Ha'al, where your mar, Anakia, verse 21. Where your mar, Lawa, Abanar, Nata, Laka, Al, Yum Ka, Awa, Al, Shema Allah, wa Akaz, Laka, Akkad, Mahana Aryam, wa Kwak, Laka, Ah, Kalatazahwa, Wala Ah, Abba, Aisha Ha'al, La Sawar, Ma'akaryawa, verse 22. Wa Yasak, Aywad, Aybanar, La Amar, Al, Aisha Ha'al, Sawar, La Ka, Ma'akarya, Lama, Akaka, Ratazah, Wa Ayak, Asha'ah, Hanya, Al, Yawa'ah, Akyaka, verse 23. Mayama'an, Lasawar, Wayakahawa, Abanar, Akarya, Hakanaya, Al, Hakamash, with the Taza'ah, Hakanaya, Ma'akarya, Wayapal, Sham, Wayama, the Kathwa, Wayahaya, Kal, Haba'ah, Al, Hamakwa, Ashar, Nepal, Sham, Aisha Ha'al, Wayama, Waya Aimadwa, verse 24. Waya Radakwa, Yawa'ab, Abayashya, Akarya, Ibanar, Wahashamash, Fa'ah, Wahama, Fa'awa, Ai, Ba'ai, Aima, Ashar, Al, Panya, Gayak, Darak, Madabar, Ba'aiwan, verse 25. Wayata Kwab Tazawa, Bunyaman, Akarya, Abanar, Wayahayawa, La Agada, Akath, Waya Aimadwa, Al, Ra'ash, Gaba'ai, Akath, verse 26. Waya Kora'ah, Ibanar, Al, Yawa'ah, Wayamar, Halana Tazak, Halan Tazak, the Akal, Karab, Halawa'ah, Yada Aitha, Kaya, Mara, the Haya, for Akarwana, Wa'ai, the Ya, La'ah, the Amar, La'ain, the Shawab, Ma'akarya, Akyaham. 26, right? That's it.
Second Samuel chapter 2, verse 20 in the English, verse 20. Then Abner looked behind him and said, Art thou Ashiel? And he answered, I am. And Abner said to him, Turn thee aside to thy right hand or to thy left, and lay thee hold on one of the young men, and take thee his armor. But Ashiel Asahel, 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 Asahel would not turn aside from following him. Verse 22. And Abner said again to Asahel, turn thee aside from following me. Wherefore should I smite thee to the ground? How then should I hold up my face to Joab thy brother? Verse 23. Howbeit he refused to turn aside. Wherefore Abner with the hinder of the end of his spear smote him under the fifth rib, that the spear came out behind him, and he fell down there and died in the same place. And died in the same place. And it came to pass that as many as came to the place where Asahel fell down and died stood still. Verse 24. Joab also and Abishai pursued after Abner, and the sun went down when they were come to the hill of Ammah, that lieth before Giah, by the way of the wilderness of Gibeon. Verse 25. And the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together after Abner and became one troop and stood on the top of an hill. Verse 26. Then Abner called to Joab and said, shall the sword devour forever? Knowest thou not that it will be bitterness in the latter end? How long shall it be then ere thou bid the people return from following their brethren?
Amadia. Just a minute up here.
I just told him stop.
This hand, right?
Turn it up, turn it up.
This hand.
Yeah, you can thumb it, do it. Touch it front.
La Yasha Allah. I got to put that.
You said that.
Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakia.
How about saying you have a shop rock? Yeah.
I know.
How about Shem Yahshua? Yeah. How about Shem Yahshua? Yeah.
How about Shimmy outside brought you up?
The manuals that I passed out got the Hebrew prayers in it. So when the brother's reading the Hebrew, you can go along with them and read it. And got an alphabet you can practice at home, show you how to pronounce them and all that. Check it out.
Hey, the water, that cheese. Appreciate that.
So, I didn't have a me, so thank you.
Hey, the water, sis.
The water says.
Madium. That means that is for everybody. Wapan Yahakadam, which means rise and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Then in the English, the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shabkat.
Shabkat.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak
Waka.
Daba'ah.
Daba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Nathandanah.
Nathandanah.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call. Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakana.
Wasalakana.
Kabawatana.
Kabawatana.
Kasalakana.
Kasalakana.
Kabawatana.
Kabawatana.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabiya'aina.
Tabiya'aina.
Panasaya 1.
Panasaya 1.
Abol.
Abol.
Hawashayna.
Hawashayna.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahatapara.
Wahatapara.
Wa'aylalanyam.
Wa'aylalanyam.
Aman.
And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth,
As
as it is in heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts
And forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our
And
debtors.
lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from all evil.
from all evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
This is Hakat the power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Babakusha.
Babakusha.
Nathandanah.
Nathandanah.
Hakat.
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 Larpa'ah.
Larpa'ah.
Call Muka'Allah.
Kol Hamaka.
Wakal Marawa.
Wakal Marawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahakia.
Lahakia.
Hamakia.
Hamakia.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
The Garbashan.
The Garbashan.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The Wadaman.
The Wadaman.
And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushua.
please give us the power
Please give us the power.
to heal
The power to heal.
all manner of sickness,
All manner of sickness.
and all manner of disease,
And all manner of
the
disease.
power to cleanse
The power to cleanse.
the lepers,
The lepers.
the power to raise the dead,
The power to raise the dead.
the power against unclean
The
spirits,
power against unclean spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushua.
thank you so big.
Thank you, so be it.
This is blessed Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayasha'ala.
Wayasha'ala.
Wahabiyah.
Wahabiyah.
Saparia.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
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 Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The Wadaman.
The Wadaman.
And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushua.
bless us in Israel
Bless us and Israel.
and the school.
And the school.
Bless, heal, shield,
Bless, heal, shield.
protect.
Protect.
In the name of Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushua.
thank you so big.
Thank you, so be it.
This is the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahushua.
Wa min Yak'ala. Wa Ahayim.
Wa Ahayim.
Matazab Ya'am.
Ma'azayah.
Alawat Yahan.
Alawat Yahan.
Ha'alawatyam.
Ha'alawatyam.
Asaranyam.
Asaranyam.
Akwatazayanyam.
Hakatazaranyam.
Haka'ayoyam.
Ha'alawatyam.
Wa Ha'akwatyam.
Wa Ha'akwatyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The Wadaman.
The Wadaman.
And in the English, bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh.
and Yahushua,
And Yahushua.
and Michael,
And Michael.
and the angel,
And the angel.
commanding General Yohana,
Commanding General Yohana.
the general,
The general.
the captain,
The captain.
the officer,
The officer.
the troopers,
The troopers.
and the sisters.
And the citizens.
In the name, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
This is Psalms 121. Aisha, Ayanya, Al-Hahariya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isariya, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayam, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Anah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarab, Walayallah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Ma'atha, Wa'ai, Aman.
And in the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From which cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thine foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thine keeper. Yahweh is thine shade upon thine right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thine soul. Yahweh shall preserve thine going out and thine coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore. So be it.
This is Psalms 83. Alahaya, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Thakarash, Al-Thashakwat, Al-Kiyahana, Awiyabika, Yahama Yawan, Amashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Ya'ariyamwa, Sawad, Wayathaya'a Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakita, Magoya, Wala'ah, Yasakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Aiwad, Kiyah, Nawa'ai Tazawa, La, Yakadwa, Al-Yakar, Waya, Yakarathwa, Aholia, Adawam, Wayashama'a Alayo, Mawa'aba, Wahagari, Babal, Wa'aimalat, Kalashah, Am Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Aima, Hayawad, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, the mighty, Kasa Yasira'ah, Kayabi, Wanakol, Koyashman, Nashamadwa, Ayanda Ara, Ayawa, Daman, Adama, Sigathamba, that the Yatmawa, Ka'ara, because of Abba, because of Bat, Wakatizalmanai, calling to say Yakumbwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarashah, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahaya, Sigathamba, Kagagala, Kakwash, the Panya Raka, Ka'ash, the Ba'ira Ya'ira, Kalahaba, Hari, Khan, the Redatma, what's the Iraka, what's the Paka, the Bahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Walawan, Wayabakwash, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahol, Adyai, Kapara,
Waya Kapara,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya the Iwan,
Waya the Iwan,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha, Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
I'll call,
Rapazan,
Aman.
Aman.
And in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thine peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult,
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thine people,
against thy people.
and consulted against thine hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
let us cut them off from being a nation.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel will be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have confederate against thee
They have confederate against thee.
the tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
and the Philistines,
and the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher has also joined them.
Asher also was joined with them.
They have harped the children of Lot.
They have holden the children of Lot.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them.
Salaki. Salah.
Salah. Go ahead.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison,
At the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They have become dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Zaed.
And like Zed.
Yea,
Yea.
all the princes of
Other princes.
Zabah,
All the princes of Zabah.
and as Zamun,
And as the moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh
let us take ourselves the houses of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the
and
wood,
as the flame setteth the mountain on fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thine tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid of thine storm.
and make them afraid of thy storm.
Fear their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone is
whose
Yahweh,
name alone is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it. This is the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth,
And all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
in the name of Yahweh Shah,
Listen to us now.
listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction
To the heathen.
to the heathen.
That speak against us.
That
Speak
speak
against us.
against us.
Like prophets.
Like
The teachers.
Teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
in the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure
of the rich of Israel.
of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy
To
sanctuary.
enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
Court system.
The prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
And all the governments of our enemies.
And all the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads. Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay movement.
Gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies. Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA Space Program.
NASA Space Program.
Army. Navy. Air Force.
Air Force.
Marine. Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the
airwaves,
the cable access channel,
cable access channel,
and the radio channel,
and the radio channel.
convict the spirit,
Spirit
of any and all people,
of any and all people
that seek to stop
that
us,
seek to stop us,
and bring swift destruction,
and bring swift destruction
to all the heathen,
to all the
that
heathen
stand in the way,
that stand in our way,
try to stop us,
try to stop
us,
broadcasting your word,
broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth,
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues,
Let loose all the plagues,
cause them to go to and fro,
Cause them to go to and fro
through the earth,
through the earth,
and consume them,
and consume them.
let the plague,
Let the plague
shake the house of the thief,
shake the house of the thief
and the murder,
and the murder.
make your house shine,
Let the house shine.
Michael and Gabriel,
Michael and Gabriel,
come down with the flying saucers,
down
like a flying saucer,
and punish all the heathen,
and punish all the heathen
that come up against us,
that come up against us
as we speak thy word,
as we speak thy word.
cause it to be known,
Cause it to be known
by all,
by all
that is the angels that have done it,
that is the angels that have done it.
cause it to be spread,
Cause it to be spread
through the media,
throughout
the whole world,
throughout the whole world.
cause them to shake at thy coming,
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
in the name of Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh.
thank you always,
Thank you always.
so be it.
So be it. Sister Shashab, which means sit. This concludes the Sabbath service. We're gonna give one courtesy. Oh, slide.
Men of Israel, we're gonna give a one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imanu Shabbat, Imanu, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabbarakatham.
Yadi Matah, Psalm, Sisters Amadian, which means stand. Men of Israel, we're gonna give a one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imanu Shabbat, Imanu, Barak,
Yahweh Shema Al-Adhan Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Yadi Matah, class dismissed.